Today, we tackle a problem where an array's elements are generated based on specific rules. The challenge isn't just to build this array, but to efficiently find the largest value it contains. Can you pinpoint the maximum without unnecessary recalculations? Given an integer n, we need to generate an array nums of length n plus 1. The rules are, nums at 0 is 0, nums at 1 is 1. For even indices, nums at 2 times I is nums at I. For odd indices, nums at 2 times I plus 1 is nums at I plus nums at I plus 1. Our goal is to return the maximum integer in this generated array. A straightforward approach would be to simply follow the generation rules. We could initialize an array and then iterate, populating each element based on its predecessors. After the entire array is built, we then iterate through it again to find the maximum value. This works, but it's not the most efficient. We're doing two separate passes, one for generation and another for finding the maximum. While the time complexity remains linear, big O of n, and space complexity is also big O of n for storing the array, we can integrate the maximum finding into the generation process to be slightly more optimized. The key insight here is dynamic programming, specifically memoization. Since each element's value depends on previously computed values, we can store these results in an array. Instead of building the entire array and then scanning for the maximum, we can track the maximum value as we generate each new element. We'll initialize our result array with 0 at index 0 and 1 at index 1. We also maintain a variable to store the running maximum, initialized to 1. Then we loop from I equals 1 up to n divided by 2. Inside the loop, we first calculate the even indexed element. Nums at 2 times I is nums at I. We immediately update our running maximum if this new value is greater. Next, we calculate the odd indexed element. Nums at 2 times I plus 1 is nums at I plus nums at I plus 1. Again, we compare this new value with our running maximum and update it if necessary. This single pass ensures we build the array and find the maximum concurrently. Let's trace with n equals 7. Our array starts as 0, 1 and the rest empty. Max is 1. For I equals 1, 2 times I is 2. Nums at 2 becomes nums at 1, which is 1. Max is still 1. 2 times I plus 1 is 3. Nums at 3 becomes nums at 1 plus nums at 2, which is 1 plus 1, so 2. Max updates to 2. For I equals 2, 2 times I is 4. Nums at 4 becomes nums at 2, which is 1. Max remains 2. 2 times I plus 1 is 5. Nums at 5 becomes nums at 2 plus nums at 3, which is 1 plus 2, so 3. Max updates to 3. For I equals 3, 2 times I is 6. Nums at 6 becomes nums at 3, which is 2. Max remains 3. 2 times I plus 1 is 7. Nums at 7 becomes nums at 3 plus nums at 4, which is 2 plus 1, so 3. Max remains 3. The loop finishes. After generating all elements up to n equals 7, our array is 0, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3. The maximum value we track throughout the process is 3, which is our final answer. You'll spot this dynamic programming pattern when problem constraints involve generating a sequence or array where each element's value depends on previous, already computed elements. Look for recursive definitions or rules that build upon smaller subproblems, indicating that memoization can prevent redundant calculations. This optimized approach has a time complexity of big O of n because we iterate through the array generation process once. The space complexity is also big O of n to store the generated array elements. This problem is a great example of how a simple dynamic programming approach can optimize array generation. Try the next problem, same pattern. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more DSA insights.